What if I told you I knew the exact date the next group of millionaires would be born? We saw this happen about a year ago, and I know the exact date it's going to happen this time around. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is this date that we're going to see all these new millionaires? You're also asking yourself, is this something that anybody can do from anywhere around the world? You're probably also wondering, what is this new method and how do I get started? In this video, I am not only going to answer these questions, I'm going to answer additional questions so that you can potentially start making money online with this new opportunity. Hi, my name is Alston Godbolt with alstongodbolt.com. I create content to actually help you make money online and not just to put money into my own pocket. And if you want to be added to the globe, comment down below with your city, state, zip code, province, or country, and I'll get you pinned. Now, a few days ago, I was browsing Facebook and I saw this post by Brian G. Johnson, who is a well-known YouTuber who helps YouTubers get more views. Basically, the post said that there are over 180 million ChatGPT users. But unfortunately, out of those 180 million, only a small portion of people actually know how to use the software. Unfortunately, the rest of the people enter in basic information, and then when they get basic answers, they become frustrated. They become frustrated because their friends and family are telling them how powerful and how revolutionary this new software is, but they can't harness the power. And many more still are woefully underusing the platform, and this is where our opportunity actually arises. And in reality, our job as marketers is to actually help people save time. And if we can help people save time, that's when we actually make money. You see, making money online is actually really simple. You have to do one of these three things. You have to help people save time, you're gonna have to help people save money, you have to help people make more money, or you have to end their frustration. If you can do one of those four things, people will shovel money at you. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you could potentially start seeing returns on simple, basic things that many marketers have been able to successfully do for many years. Now that I have you sufficiently hyped up, you might be asking yourself, what is this new opportunity and what's that date that is going to make new millionaires seemingly overnight? Now, before I answer that question, I want to circle back to something that I said at the beginning of this video. At the beginning of the video, I said new millionaires were created essentially overnight about a year ago. And that thing was with ChatGPT. So you see, ChatGPT helped regular marketers or average marketers become experts in things like writing blog posts, creating YouTube scripts, writing sales funnels, and even creating digital products. And that opportunity has been extended. You see, the people that were first to the market and were willing to grow as the platform grew and evolved found ways to make money online and change the landscape of entrepreneurship. And on the other side, if you were late to the party, you feel like you've been playing catch up for this entire time. Now, for the moment that you've all been waiting for, the date that is going to change the lives of millions of people is actually January 10th, 2024, give or take a few days. You see, around that time, OpenAI is going to re-release the ChatGPT store. The ChatGPT store will allow regular people like you and I to upload bots that are custom to specific needs and potentially put money into our pocket. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to reveal the best ways to create them and sell them so that you can potentially make money online. So again, you might be asking yourself, how is the re-release of the ChatGPT store going to make millionaires seemingly overnight? Well, the answer to that is really simple. As I mentioned earlier, there are 180 million users that have access to the software. People like accountants, lawyers, teachers, and doctors have access to the software but don't know how to use it. What if we created bots that actually helped them use it so that they could be more efficient with their time? Again, I mentioned earlier, if you can save people time and help them avoid frustration, they will buy that thing from you. And that's what we are going to do as ChatGPT bot creators. We could potentially create a ChatGPT bot or a teacher to help them create teaching lessons more efficiently, saving them time and letting them enjoy time with their friends and their family. And so basically what we're going to do at the end of this video is we are going to build custom bots for specific industries that will help put money into our pockets and help save other people time. So now that we know the who, the what, and the why, you're probably asking, will this work for me and my country? You see, I have viewers from around the world, first world or developed countries, third world or developing countries. And I would say the number one comment that I get is, will this work for me? I'm in a small country. And to be honest with you, I feel like I make videos or I make content to help and serve everybody. The content that I make is aimed for the first world or developed country as well as the country that you're developing. With that being said, here are the two things that you need in order to take advantage of this brand new opportunity. The first is an internet connection. And my my guess is if you're able to watch this video, you have connection to the internet. So you've got that taken care of. The second thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a pro or upgraded level of ChatGPT. Now that will cost you about $20 per month, but it is absolutely necessary if you want to create these custom prompts. You have to have it or else you won't have access to the bot creation feature. So now that we're aware of the opportunity and we know that everyone can do this, let's take a look at how we can create and sell these custom bots and potentially make money. So let's go ahead and jump into my computer as I show you step by step how you could create custom bots to potentially make money. After that, we're going to take a look at the best ways to monetize and potentially make some income with these bots. All right, so right now I am in ChatGPT. As you can see, I am using the $20 version. You have to use it in order to be successful. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to type in, I want to create ChatGPTs to sell in the custom ChatGPT store. With some ideas that could help me make money. And it's going to give us 10 ideas that we could potentially explore. And then once that's done, I'm going to ask it to list 10 ideas within the education niche to give us even more ideas. As you can see, it has a ton of great ideas, some of which I alluded to earlier in this video. Health and wellness, education, travel. These are all really good ideas that we could potentially explore and make money. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the education niche, and I'm going to ask it to create 10 subtopics in the education niche. As you can see, this could potentially be good for lawyers, doctors, real estate agents, even parents, helping parents not lose their mind when kids are needling them and fighting with each other. But you can see there are tons of opportunities that we could potentially explore. We could even do all of them if we have the time. It takes about 15 minutes to create a ChatGPT bot, but if you have the time, you can do it. So within the education, list 10 subtopics. One of the subtopics that it mentions is actually with language learning. And so I want to explore that as well. What I'll say is I want to explore language and ESL. Please list ways on how to get started with a ChatGPT bot for this sub niche. Okay? And so again, our goal is to first figure out the best type of bot to create. Think about who this bot could help. This bot could potentially help a Spanish teacher that wants to help their kids understand Spanish a little bit easier. This could help someone that is using English as a second language. So maybe they're coming from France, we'll say, and they want to understand the nuances of the English language, especially American English. Or this could even help a parent who doesn't know Spanish, but their kid is in Spanish class and they want to be able to help them pass their Spanish test. And so I'm just going to hit enter. Again, I want to explore language learning and ESL, list some opportunities. What we're going to do next is we are actually going to go out and build ourselves this custom chatbot. And so what we need to do is we're going to click on explore. We're going to click on create a ChatGPT, and it's basically going to ask us a bunch of questions. We just need to answer those questions. And what we can do is we could essentially use the input that we get or output that we get from ChatGPT to help us better answer questions for our chatbot. So we're going to just quickly say we are making a chatbot for people that want to learn Spanish but have struggled in the past. This could be for parents that want to help their kids, struggling college students, or teachers looking for ways to help their students understand Spanish. And as you can see here, it is actually going to build it out for us. All right, so it says, great choice. We're creating a chatbot that will assist people with struggling in their learning Spanish. This includes college students and teachers looking for ways to help their students understand Spanish better. The chatbot will provide explanations, tips, and resources tailored for each user's unique learning needs. Let's give this GPT a name. How about Amigo Espanol? Does this name work for you? Yes, I love this name. Now that we have the name, it's just going to ask us a few more questions. We are simply going to answer these questions, and before you know it, we are going to have a custom ChatGPT. What we'll want to do is make sure that we make it public so that anyone can have access to it. Here's the profile picture for Amigo Espanol. It features a friendly, inviting cartoon character with a graduation cap holding a book entitled Espanol, which is really good. The warm hand-drawn style adds, you like it. I not only like it, I love it. Hit enter. I'm glad to hear you love the profile picture. And so it's going to ask us a few more questions. Now let's refine the context of your GPT's behavior. To start, let's focus on its role and goal. You mentioned it's for people struggling to learn Spanish, including parents, college students, and teachers. Could you tell me more about the specific types of interactions we expect users to have with Amigo Español? For example, are they looking for quick tips, detailed lessons? I think they will want quick tips and lessons. The cool thing about ChatGPT and building out these bots is it does a lot of the work for you. It only needs you to give it a little bit of direction. And I think that if you have a spare 10 to 15 minutes per day, you could build out a bunch of these chatbots. Now, what I recommend that you do is just start building them, playing with them, and figuring out how to improve over time. Your first chatbot isn't going to be the best. It's going to need reworking and redevelopment, but that's fine. In order to get to the good output, you've got to put together some bad or crummy ones first. Great Amigo Español will focus on providing quick tips and brief lessons for learning Spanish. This approach will cater to users looking for concise, clear, and practical advice, making Spanish learning accessible and enjoyable. Next, let's discuss what Amigo Español should emphasize or avoid. Are there any specific teaching methods, language concepts, or interaction styles? I'm going to say stay away from cuss words when possible. Try to, if a student is asking a question, try and give hints first. Don't just give the answer. We want this to be a learning bot. Also, offer teachers alternatives to make lesson planning more enjoyable and easier for students to digest. So just so that this doesn't take so long, let's talk about some ways that you could make money with this new bot. I think the first and easiest way would be simply to upload the bot to the ChatGPT store and let that store do the work, kind of like an Etsy marketplace type thing. The only issue with that is you are going to be competing with hundreds, if not thousands of other people that have gone to ChatGPT store to make money. I think eventually, as more people learn about this new opportunity, it's going to become a little bit more saturated, a little bit more competitive. I think a better opportunity would be to drive traffic to your custom bots with content. Now start thinking, if we created a bot that helps people learn Spanish, what are some ways that we could drive traffic to it? We could create TikTok videos where we're teaching people how to say certain words in Spanish. We could target teachers, Spanish teachers, that want to make the learning process more enjoyable for their students. We could even target parents who are struggling to help their kids learn Spanish. I think that is a better way to go long term, so that you don't have to worry about things like the Etsy marketplace and it becoming too saturated. Again, 180 million people know about this platform. Only 1% in the very beginning are going to be creating these bots. Over time, as this platform matures, there's going to be 10,000, 20,000 people that are creating bots to sell on the store. And so I think the best thing that you could do is create content, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is. And at the end of this, you're going to get a special link where you can drive people to this different store. Excellent, guys. Amigo Español will now focus on offering helpful hints and guiding questions to encourage learning rather than directly providing answers. It will also provide alternative teaching methods and resources for teachers to make their lesson planning more enjoyable and digestible for students. The use of curse words will be avoided to maintain educational and respectful environment. To further personalize Amigo Español, what would you like to communicate? Should the tone be more formal or casual? Would you prefer to use certain phrases or styles to make interactions and engaging, relatable to learners of Spanish? I would say make it casual and encouraging. Amigo Español is now set to communicate in a casual and encouraging manner. It will use everyday language and expressions, focus on making the learning process friendly, approachable, and enjoyable. The chatbot will be supportive and attentive to the learner's needs, offering motivation and encouraging them with interesting aspects of Spanish culture. We've tailored Amigo Español to be helpful and engaging, companion for Spanish learners. Feel free to test it out in the playground, which is separate from chat dialogue to the right. If you have any refinements or additional features you'd like, just let us know. Sounds good. So I'm just going to test it. How to say I am a student that is working on a home assignment. How do I say love in Spanish? All right, so I'm a student that is working on a homework assignment. How do I say love in Spanish? Hola, amigo estudiante. I failed Spanish twice, just so you know. You're doing great reaching out for help with your homework. The word for love in Spanish is amor. It is pronounced like amor. Keep up the fantastic work. Learning a new language is an exciting journey, and every new word is a step forward. Amigo. It means cheer up and go for it in Spanish. Thank you. I need to put a sentence together. How do I say I love your hair in Spanish? I'm happy to help you with your sentence. I love your hair in Spanish. Okay, so the only thing I don't like is that it gives away too much. It is good so far. My only frustration is that it is too helpful in giving away answers. All right, so you can play with this to configure it to your needs and your specifications. Once you are done with it, you are going to click save like this, and then everyone, you're going to publish to everyone, and then you would click confirm once it's ready. Okay, and as you can see, it was created by me, Alston J. Godbold. Once the store officially opens, you'll be able to make changes like set pricing and things of that nature. But I think that if you spend time to learn how to harness the power of this ChatGPT bot creation, I think this opens up a new opportunity to making money online. Let's see, I understand your concern. It's important for Amigo Espanol to strike a balance between being helpful, encouraging self-discovery and learning, while adjust its behavior to provide more guide and assistance, offering hints and leading questions rather than directly giving away answers. This should help learners think through problems and arrive at solutions of their own. Let's make an update, and then you can try interacting with Amigo Espanol again to see if it better meets. All right, so let's try this. Please give it another try on the playground. How do I say I love your hair in Spanish? To translate I love your hair into Spanish, think about how you would say I love. It's a common phrase you might have come across. You know the Spanish word for love. It starts with A and rhymes with amor. As for your hair, remember that hair in Spanish is, how would you put these together in Spanish? So I like this a lot better. This is much better. I like that much better because it's actually helpful. It doesn't give away the information. Again, the final step would be to, when you're ready to publish it, you click make it available to everyone like that, click confirm, and you can move forward. All right, so we click confirm there, it goes live, and we are ready to use it. All right, so confirm, just like that. And now we have this brand new chatbot. And you can see here it says buy a copy for affiliates. That is one of my websites. If we click on it, it doesn't go anywhere. I might build this out depending on how many chatbots I create. But now that you see the new opportunity, I think there's still more opportunity on the back end to make even more money. We know what these people want on the front end, which is to essentially build out a ChatGPT thing that can make them helpful. But I think there's other opportunities like affiliate marketing, creating and selling digital products on the back end. Watch this video next to learn additional ways that you can monetize your new customers.